throughout the assembly. back here. Bulldog fans. Welcome to the #1 gym in the state. Thank you for squishing in. I've got a few requests to turn up the heat, so I'm working on that for you. If all goes as planned, we'll have you out of here in under 90 minutes, so you won't have to be too hot for too long. So that's my goal. We'll celebrate fast and celebrate hard. So just a few things before we bring in the teachers, the staff, and then of course our honored guests, the graduates of 2019. You will see the teachers and staff dressed up in Harry Potter style robes, which we've been doing much longer than Harry Potter has existed, a couple hundred years of tradition. The black robes are a little bit different. The fancier you get, the more degrees you are showing off. And then the hoods, like I'm wearing here, are different colors that represent the colors from which we graduated college. So for example, I'm wearing the mighty purple and gold of the UW Huskies. Usually I'm pretty outnumbered by the Cougar fans. Are the Cougar fans here? Usually that's about an 80-20 split, so I'm glad the Huskies are in the house today. Speaking of the Huskies, let me ask you a quick question. What do the UW Huskies and the Cougars have in common? They both applied to UW. Don't worry, Cougars, it'll sink in here in a couple minutes. And right about that time, we'll bring in the staff, and then we'll have everybody rise for our honored guests, the graduates of 2019.
Ladies and gentlemen, the graduating class of 2019. Welcome friends, family, staff, and the graduating class of 2019. It is my privilege to introduce the MV Mariachi Band under the direction of Omar Ordonez as they perform the Star-Spangled Banner. I would be honored to have you join me in facing our flag on stage out of respect for our freedom to gather here this evening on this very festive occasion. Thank you for joining us tonight. You may be seated. The joyous celebration of commencement symbolizes the culmination of our hard work throughout the past 12 years. Like many of you, I have spent countless hours in this gym over the past 4 years. However, tonight it feels especially majestic. Thank you to the senior class and Jonathan Salazar and his family for generously donating the flowers and decorations for tonight's ceremony. For nearly a century, it has been a Bulldog tradition for the top academic students to speak at graduation. It is my privilege to introduce the top 2 academic students of the graduating class of 2019. These 2 Bulldogs took so many advanced placement classes that their adjusted grade point averages ended up being higher than a 4.0, a feat many of us did not even know was possible. Their diligence and academic proficiency have earned them the celebrated titles of Valedictorian and Salutatorian. First, I would like to tell you a little about each of them. Salutatorian, Rochelle Tai, please join me on stage. I have always admired Rochelle for her strong convictions and courage to stand up for her beliefs. She is the first female to achieve the Valedictorian or Salutatorian title since 2013 and holds a 4.2 GPA. Despite adversity, I've never known her to compromise her values. Daughter of Ian and Kirk Keller, she has competed at state for the past 2 years in our top choir ensembles and has enjoyed playing volleyball and tennis for our school. Rochelle is a devoted math and science student and hopes to obtain an engineering degree at the University of Washington. We proudly welcome Salutatorian Rochelle Tai.
of 2019. We're actually the biggest class to come through Mount Vernon, so there's a lot of people here. Whew. This really doesn't seem real that we're all about to graduate. It seems like just yesterday, John Joe Russell shaved a mustache into the back of his head for Mustache Day at Madison Elementary. Or that we were playing O versus O at Mount Baker. Or that we were just little freshmen arriving to our first day at this big scary school and being surrounded by all the giants in the halls. And even though that still happens now, because I don't think I've grown since then. I want to thank our families, teachers, and friends for all the memories that have led us here today. We really couldn't have done it without you guys. When I asked my fellow graduates who inspired you the most throughout your education, Kara Wright named Miss Thomas. She taught Kara that learning is important no matter the subject, and that the most important thing in life is our relationships with people. Ms. Thomas was actually voted Best Words of Wisdom in the yearbook this year, which is really fitting. Another graduate named French teacher Madame Uslin and band director Mr. Ordonez as two teachers who have not only ignited a passion for their fields in him, but allowed him to grow and develop skills that he lacks the words to thank him for. They helped him in ways deeper than just his assignments or work. They gave him a home that he felt welcome in. And Alden Pexon was right on the money, because many of us agree that we really do have some amazing teachers. Their passion for their students and the subjects they teach has inspired so many of us and really helped us guide to find our own passions. Personally, I'd like to take a moment to thank my physics teachers, Mr. Ingman and Mr. Hope. Mr. Ingman, you introduced me to the world of physics. Finally, I had found a class that I could directly relate to everyday life, and that was kind of mind-blowing. And Mr. Hope, your passion for math and physics really inspired me to pursue what I felt most passionate about, which coincidentally also happened to be math and physics. Finally, I'm going to try to read Grayson Parker's response with the same enthusiasm and vibrance as he would, knowing I don't have nearly the same speaking skills, but here we go. I don't think there was really one sole figurehead paving the way for my inspiration. Instead, it is best to admit that we, as high schoolers, are the culmination of every event and person which we have interacted with. That is not to say that certain figures, such as Ariel Dykstra, my teacher and FBLA advisor, or Kelly Kirkpatrick, my debate coach and mentor, didn't have a greater impact on my inspiration. No, it is merely admitting that although their contribution towards my interest in high school was great, they cannot be given credit for every facet of it. To be honest, I'm not sure where I derived my inspiration from, but I can say that my three brothers definitely didn't draw as much inspiration as I did. Grayson was right. While we had many helping, not about the brothers, about the other things. While we had many helping us and guiding us along the way, it can be hard to really pinpoint where our inspiration came from. I think we all need to stop and give ourselves a pat on the back, because it really took a lot to get here. Some of us juggled sports, jobs, and clubs, and other extracurriculars along with our schoolwork. Parents, you drove us to and from these events and things when we couldn't, and cut time out of your schedules to make sure we were where we needed to be and to support us. Teachers, you gave us grace with our assignments when you knew we had a lot going on, and were there for us when we needed someone to talk to. We all put in countless hours and hard work to get here today, so seriously, I'd like everyone right now to give themselves a pat on the back. Or even your neighbor a pat too, because we did it, and we did it together. Now, since no one was going to do a top 10 this year, which was a tradition before, I decided to carry it on myself. But we're limited on time, so I'm only going to do a top 5. Here we go. The top 5 things we won't miss about MVHS. Number 5, we won't miss having to scream, "Mr. Harpel," to get his attention. Because he turns his hearing aid off so he doesn't have to listen to us. Number 4, we won't miss having to hear about the bus changes every single day. Number 3, we won't miss Mr. Ingman putting frozen rats on our desks. Seriously, gross. Number 2, we won't miss having to find an excuse to leave at lunch, because it's a closed campus. Number 1, we won't miss there being no parking spots, even though I'm sure we'll see this later in life. The top 5 things we will miss. Number 5, we will miss Alex Barajas giving everyone hugs and high fives anytime you see him. Number 4, we'll miss Mr. Smith's crazy stories that he has to tell. Number 2, skipped one. Number 3, we will miss the energy and kindness of Ms. Brem in the hallways. Number 2, we will miss Mr. Harpel and Mr. Kreiner, who will be leaving with us after many, many years of teaching. And number 1, we will miss seeing each other every day and the community we have made here at MVHS. To conclude, I really can't believe that our time together is coming to an end. It makes me sad to know that most of us will be going our separate ways, but also excited to see what our class will accomplish. Maybe I'll see Jonathan Salazar's Legend brand clothing at the mall. Or hear Emma Gates or J-Flo on the radio. Or see Tristan Willis playing in the NFL. Our class is filled with talented, kind, inspirational people, and there are no limits to what we could do. I am honored to be a member of the class of 2019. Thank you.
Valedictorian, Matthew Drenka, please join me on stage. Matthew Drenka, a national DECA, debate, and FBLA competitor, plans to become a computer scientist. As the son of Paul and Maura Drenka, Matthew holds a 4.34 GPA. Mr. Hope has been a strong guidance in his life through classes such as AP Calculus and Physics. He will attend Arizona State University to pursue a degree in computer science. We proudly welcome Valedictorian Matthew Drenka.
Now, earlier today in this ceremony, Mr. Dezuka came up here and talked about the countless hours that we have spent in the classroom learning skills and perfecting ourselves. Well, I have a number. Each graduating senior individually has spent around 4,000 hours in class throughout the last 4 years, learning about topics that range from algebra to welding. I was being taught how to factor a polynomial and how to work with circuits. But during all of that time, I have never had a teacher give me a lesson on what matters most: how to be a happy person. So today, during my final moments with the class of 2019, I will take on the role as teacher by exploring 3 areas of our lives that we can improve to be happier people. First, relax on social media. The easiest and quickest way to improve your mood is to cut social technology out of our lives. In the short term, yes, posting about our lives and looking at the activity of others gives us a momentarily pleasant feeling. But over time, the constant stream of social comparison contributes to discontent and even depression. The thing about these services is that every time we use them, we are subconsciously comparing our everyday lives to the highlight reel of others. When we believe that others are happier than us, that in turn makes us feel worse, as though we are missing out on all the fun. Second, get moving. When we think about people who exercise frequently, we think of them as physically strong and fit. And as it turns out, these people are also happier. When we engage in physical activity, our bodies recognize that as a stressful situation and release chemicals that improve our memories and our mood. One important thing to remember about exercise is that you don't have to lift weights for an hour to get that chemical boost. 20 minutes of walking will improve your mood as much as playing basketball for a couple of hours. Something as simple as using a pull-up bar can make you a happier person. Finally, change your expectation. I think the most misunderstood thing about happiness is the relationship between your mood and money. Most people tend to assume that becoming rich will solve all of their problems. Now, having money does make you a little bit more happy, but only up to a certain point. When your annual income hits about $75,000, having more money does not improve your life at all. And eventually, getting even more money, on average, makes you less happy. The interesting thing to think about here is that I am probably about as happy as the average billionaire, even though compared to them, I am dirt poor. It's important to understand that the most important aspect of living a good life isn't about how much is in your bank account. What matters more are things like having good relationships with family or friends and finding fulfillment in others. The most important thing I learned during the past year is that sometimes you need the help of others to be happy. At the end of last year, I was diagnosed with depression and was ultimately hospitalized for being suicidal. It took me a while, but with the help of my parents and my doctor and my sister Anna Jarinka, I was able to learn how to be happy again. It was hard, but the important thing is that I kept going. After a while, I can now say that I'm a happier person, and I am absolutely thrilled to be a part of the graduating class of 2019. Thank you.
In honor of our special evening, our award-winning concert choir is here to present Sean Kirchner's celebrated song, I'll Be On My Way. The lyrics are ideal for our commencement ceremony because they celebrate moving forward into a new phase of our lives and view this moment as one of joy in our commencement instead of sorrow at our departure. Under the direction of senior Lauren Klein, please join me in welcoming our Bulldog Concert Choir. Let's give a special thank you to graduate Missy Still for translating our music. One of the biggest fans of our Bulldogs, Principal Dr. Wadua, is one of our most respected and dedicated staff members. At Bulldog activities and in academic pursuits for the past year, she has succeeded in being a strong advocate and positive role model for students at Mount Vernon High School. On a personal level, as ASB president, I have had the opportunity to work with Dr. Wadua closely, and I am grateful for her consistent encouragement and knowledgeable leadership. I most admire her genuine integrity and motivating work ethic. Please join me in welcoming Principal Dr. Wadua.
Good evening, parents, family members, dear friends, honored special guests, and members of the class of 2019. Welcome to our commencement ceremony. First of all, I'd like to thank you to the award-winning MVHS Band and Mariachi under the direction of Mr. Jacob Shear and Omar Ordonez, and I'd also like to thank Quincy Nazaka for opening our ceremony and Matthew Jarinka and Rochelle Tai for their addresses. Finally, I'd like to take this opportunity to thank Jesus Gomez and the award-winning Mount Vernon Choir for their performance. I would also like to extend a warm welcome to our special guests, President of our Governing Board, Larry Otis, Vice President, Dr. Robert Coffey, Board members Randy Ragusa, Jessica Zamora, and Olivia De Leon. At this time, I would also like to recognize and honor our torch and distinguished scholars. Students, if you are currently wearing a platinum or white honor cord, please rise. These students have achieved and maintained GPA at 4.0 to 3.8 and above GPA and are the top 75 academic students at MVHS. Congratulations, you may be seated. Well done. Next, at this time, I would ask those students who have committed to military service in our armed forces to stand and be recognized. Thank you. You may be seated. Finally, I would ask that those young men and women who are embarking on service to their faith through missions and other charitable works, please stand and be recognized. Seniors, during the past 4 years you've spent at Mount Vernon, you've been presented many opportunities for your personal and intellectual growth, and happily you've accepted those opportunities and excelled again and again and again. Your contributions to Mount Vernon have resulted in a school where high academic achievement is the norm, where fine arts programs receive national recognition, and where athletic teams succeed at regional and state levels of competition. Your contributions, along with the commitment of your teachers, have made Mount Vernon a world-class school in the #1 school district in the state. Let's talk about some of the accomplishments of the class of 2019. The Mount Vernon Drama Department captured the artistry and dramatic storytelling in their production of A Midwinter's Night's Dream, as well as other plays and extemporaneous productions and improv nights. The Mount Vernon debate team dominated regional and state and national tournaments. Our career and technical CTSO organization sent students around the state and nation representing our school. The MVHS chess team went to state. And Link leaders welcomed over 500 freshman students and helped make them feel at home this year. Our athletic teams enjoyed postseason successes in football, boys soccer. Yeah, go ahead. Baseball with domination by Abby Bakeman and Taryn Rao at state tennis, and Daniel Carrillo seizing the state championship title in shot put 4A. Over 100 graduating seniors received financial awards this year, including the prestigious National Merit Scholarship awarded to Lauren Klein and Matthew Jarinka. Champions of diversity scholarships and numerous university merit scholarships for schools all around the country. All told, our students earned millions of dollars to help pursue their post-secondary dreams. Quite a list of accomplishments. So what led to this achievement? Matthew Jarinka spoke to accepting the challenges of advanced placement courses that have afforded him 55 credits going into Arizona State University next fall. Quincy Nazuka recalled teachers such as Paul Hope, Craig Harpel, Stacy Lewis, and Mike McCall that encouraged students to pursue their passions with a high degree of freedom and support along the way. Rochelle Ty cited the importance of connecting to clubs, athletics, and extracurricular pursuits that balance the stress of schoolwork, and Lauren Klein recalled the camaraderie and the community of learners that she found in music, academics, and leadership. Bulldogs, in the coming years, I encourage you to remember the words offered by your peers, to rise to challenges, find advocates and mentors that will support you along your life's path, become involved in your community, and find your tribe that will pick you up when you are down and celebrate your wins, both large and small. Use your full potential and be willing to put forth extraordinary effort. Learn the value of persistence and the ability to find a way around the obstacles that we often encounter. Do not settle, but hold on to your high expectations and search them out. In the words of Henry David Thoreau, if one advances confidently in the direction of one's dreams and endeavors to live the life which one has imagined, one will meet with success unexpected in common hours. You are ready to move forward and undoubtedly will have many options and opportunities along your life's path. Ladies and gentlemen, as these members of the class of 2019 advance towards creating their dreams, I think you will agree that the future looks bright for all of us. Dr. Bruner and the Governing Board, it is with great pride that I present the Mount Vernon High School class of 2019. I hereby certify that these students are anticipated to have satisfactorily completed the course of study required by the Mount Vernon District Governing Board and the Board of Education in the state of Washington.
Thanks, Dr. Waterland. Members of the school board, family, friends, and relatives, and most important, the Mount Vernon High School class of 2019. I'm truly honored to be able to welcome and congratulate all of you on this important occasion. Graduates, over the past days, you've heard your teachers and staff express their confidence in what you have to offer the world and what you'll accomplish. I urge you to keep their words in mind as you transition to the next phase in your life, and recognize that the love, guidance, and support you have received from them and from friends and family have helped you get to where you are tonight. Like most high school graduates, I suspect that you have to offer the future and what the combination of relief, I urge you to keep their words in mind as you transition relief because you're done with K-12 education and recognize that the love, guidance, and support you have truth be known, you've been over it and for a while, friends and family. And at times, it felt like this day would never, like most high school graduates, I suspect that you can now finally break and free from all of those. I urge you to cite the words smothering you with relief because you're done with K-12 education and excitement because you finally get to make some more of your own. Truth be known, you've been over it and for a while. And at times it felt like because life as you like most high school graduates, I suspect perhaps you can now finally break free from all of those. I urge you to cite the words your life mothering you with relief because you're done with K-12 lack and recognition you've grown to rely on. But I want to ask you to put those feelings aside for the moment and think about this. As a group, you represent a diverse set of interests, talents, hopes, and challenges. And we all need you to help create a better world. The problems that need your attention aren't pretty, they're not easy, and they're certainly not simple, but they desperately need your passion, your knowledge, and your skills. So go out there and make a mark. Develop more effective treatments for cancer, autism, or Alzheimer's. Create more effective treatments and community supports for those suffering from mental illness. Figure out solutions for homelessness and implement those solutions. Create works of music, visual art, or literature that enrich our souls. Make life better for underserved and marginalized peoples. Create strategies to help lift families out of poverty. Develop and market cost-effective, planet-friendly, renewable and alternative energy sources. And above all, fail, fail, and fail again. Because if you don't, you're not trying. And if you're not trying, you're not growing and you're not learning. And when the going gets tough, and it will, remember that you are a bulldog. You can do hard things, and we'll always be back here rooting for you. Congratulations on all your accomplishments. I wish for each and every one of you the happiness of a productive life, the respect of your fellow human beings, and the love of your friends and family. Now, President Otis and members of the Mount Vernon School Board, as these graduates have been certified as being expected to meet or exceed all state and local requirements for high school graduation, it's my pleasure to recommend that their diplomas be issued at this time. Ushers, please come forward.
Matthew Frank Jurenka. Rochelle Ashley Zumbi Tai. Quincy Harada Nazuka. Antonio William Aguilar. Pedro Aguilar. Maria Oxenova. Juan Albor. Giovanna Alcaraz. Hannah Jo Alquist. Nancy Andrade Juarez. Claire Elizabeth Hart Andrews. Maurice Aaron Richard Arch. Daphne Ariano Vasquez. George R. Arrington. Savannah Rose Ashley. Tamara Leanne Axhelm. Andrea Ayala. Hannah Aylesworth. Alejandro Barajas. Zilali Barajas Jimenez. Brian Barajas Tovar. Kendra Marie Bard Lemereau. Summer Donna Catherine Beam. Matea Dallas Becerra. Jacqueline Bedola Cruz. Blake Beamer. William John Burdine. Paloma Gardenia Lopez Diaz. Monica Claire Gomapan Bergado. Abigail Catherine Beichman. Andrew Thomas Blunt. Zachary Reese Bosch. Mary Catherine Bond. Cassandra Marie Borjas. Slavik Borisyuk. Rainier Scott Bosom. Fernando Adrian Brambila. Grace Elena Brown. Sydney Ann Brown. Chance Brunel. Ruvim Nikolayevich Verda. Alicia Marie Kadmardi Streeter. Brianna Alexa Ray Cardenas. Grant Robert Carey Auden. Daniel Fidel Carrillo. Diana Carrillo Betancourt. Alicia Sofia Castillo. Christian Isaiah Stephen Castillo Evans. Ariana Castro. Gonzalo Castro. Melanie Castro Angon. Cynthia Judith Castro Ortega. Isaí Adar Ceja. Wendy Zayala Ibanez. Carla Joanna Serna. Skylar James Cherry. Rishav Chopra. Sophia Marie Clark. Elijah Zion Clausen. Lauren Michelle Klein. James Hiroshi Coker. Magali Nicole Conejo. Kieran Ryan Cook. Maya Alexis Cook. Marvela Cortez Cruz. Junior Cortez Garcia. Brittany Covarrubias. Jessica Covarrubias.
Abigail Antonich Cowan. Lacey Ray Craig. Mitchell Lee Crawford. Jordan Mitchell. Joe Luis Cruz. Daniel Cruz Guzman. Chase Erickson Quisson. Jacob Dean Darling. Francisco Javi de la Cruz Valles. Elias de la Rosa Jaramillo. Aaron Todd Dean. Oscar Delgado Rodriguez. Stephanie Shea Denham. Hannah Canby Densmore. Robin Deal. Brianna Nicole DePiro. Victoria Maria DeVore. Wyatt Dickey. Caleb Joseph Doherty. Giovanni Duran Santa Cruz. Landon Harrison Edwards. Brock Allen Egger. Violet Rose Aford. Cole Tristan Ellis. Joel Patrick Erickson. Cherish Melody Ann Erickson Muller. Emma Rose Eastep. Logan William Feller. Andrew Hall Flickner. Peyton Fortner. Emily Taylor Forte. Ryan Casey Foster. Rosemarie Frame. Joshua Tucker France. Macy Grace Frazzini. Marcus Ryan Freidenland. Eric Gallardo. Hugo Garate Barojas. Aaliyah Garcia. Alex Garcia. Alexis Taylor Garcia. Esmeralda Garcia. Isela Garcia. Jimmy Garcia. Luciana Alicia Garcia. Ruby Garcia. Uriel Garcia. Karen Garcia Lomeli. Manuel Garcia Munoz. Laura Christine Garman. Emmeline Grace Gates. Angel Manuel Gomez. Maribel Gomez de Jesus. Luis Angel Gomez Villalobos. Nadia Alexandrovna Gonchar. Mario Rafael Gonzalez. Fernando Gonzalez Bazante. Patricia Gonzalez Cortez. Jocelyn Gonzalez Huerta. Tanis J. Good. Simon Pedro Gordillo Iturralde. Victoria V. Gashko. Ian James Reiner. Noelia Giselle Guillen. Alexander Lee Halliday. He's not here. Noah James Halquist. Eric Conrad Hanger. Andrew Edward Hanna. McKenna Elizabeth Hansen.
Lane O'Leary Harlan. Rachel Alyssa Hart. James Heim. Jacob Heller. Tyler Henry. Jesus Hernandez. Gustavo Hernandez Morales. Jose Guadalupe Hernandez Murillo. Jonathan Jamie Herrera. Suzette Herrera Lopez. Samantha Marie Hill. Denon Wayne Hoynes. Van Wallace Hopkins. Taylor Michelle Horton. McKenna Marie House. Madeline Christian Hilbach. Jason Ibanez. Marisela Ibanez. Yesenia Ibanez Morales. Samantha Garabay Ibarra. Brian A. Jimenez. Daisy Jimenez. Maya Johnson. Miranda Eve Johnson. Tatiana Anne-Marie Johnson. Kaylee Marie Julian. Anthony Copperchuk. Alexander King. Miriam Kiesel. Jessica Kieslanka. Keith Klingensmith. Andrew Jacob Kolb. Olivia Marie Kuipers. Emma Landkin. Joseph Allen Lamphere Mejia. Devonte Marcellus Langston. Elizabeth LaRue. Jenny Reilly Larone. Noah Bernard Larson. Oscar Lazaro. Lilibeth Liseth Ligara. Culene Lillette. Elijah Lelwaj. Brisela Leon. Suki Leader. Charlie Ray Lintz. Giselle Lopez. Marlene Lopez. Samuel Lopez. Jessica Lopez Garcia. Juan Jose Lopez Lopez. Daniel Lopez Martinez. Jermaine Lucero Lopez. Liam Gregory Joel Lunds. Shelby Lynn Magnuson. Jasmine Alexis Manrique Mora. Marta Marguti. Vanessa Isabel Marin Villalobos. Sean Marsden. Noah William Marsh. Rachel Lynn Marsh. Alexis Monique Martinez. Zulema Michelle Martinez. Esmeralda Martinez Torres.
Eduardo Mateo Alvarez. Ashlyn Jade Matronic. Orion May. Maribel Analicia Mayhew. Patrick McCormick. Eric McGeehee. Joey Diane McKinnon. Fiona Angelina McLean. Brian Patrick McMullen. Arthur Douglas McPeak. Jocelyn Karina Mahia Salazar. Ethan Thomas Mendiola. Cielo Marisol Mendoza. Maritai Anei Mendoza Quiroz. Luz Marisa Marino. Iris Giselle Miller. Lucy Cherie Miller. Luke Miner. Kevin Monreal Perez. Justina Montar. Alonso Morales. Roberto Morales Santos. Crystal Moran. Jeremiah Moreno. Jason Paul Morgan. Brooklyn Ray Morrison. Nicholas Mosher. Michaela Ashley Murdoch. Erandi Valeria Nava. Carol Joanna Navarrete. Natalia Lynn Navarro Murray. Kyla Newman. Sydney Jaden Wynn. Carmen Christine Nyman. Joel Nicholas Noble. Monica Norato Diaz. Cecilia Rose Novello. Naomi Grace Oates. Fernando Jose Ocampo. Lorena Ochoa. Renee May Odegaard. Ashanti Jacqueline Alagues. Riley Oliver Olmsted. Stephen Angel Moeller Ong. Travis Jacob Ord. Brian Daniel Ortega. Ulysses Israel Ortiz. Pedro Ortiz Esquivel. Miriam Castañeda. Geraldine Ciclali Padilla Moyanero. Juan Francisco Palacios Ochoa. Dalen Ana Cristina Palacios Palacios. Freeman Dustin Parker. Grayson Michael Parker. Juna Drew Parker. Samantha Marie Pate. Maximilian Palat. Alden Dela Cruz Pexon. Gunnar H. Pedersen. Joanna Psalm Peterson. Stephanie Perez Dominguez. Esmeralda Johanna Perez Velasco. Jamie Cheyenne Pippin. Gage Dean Plessner. Shelby Danielle Ponder. Olivia Jean Pratt.
Marco Antonio Quesada. Robert Anthony Ramirez. Emmanuel Ramirez Sierra. Shane Cayenne Reynolds. Omar Reynoso Valerio. Nancy Reza Gomez. Hudson Moore Rhymes. Dominic Alexander Rivera. Christian Alexander Roberts. Luis Eduardo Sanchez Roblero. Maria Guadalupe Robles. Rachel Alicia Rosero. Alyssa Rocha. David Rocha Roman. Chatham Rochelle. Anaí Yamilet Rodarte. Anthony Rodriguez. Brianna Lexi Rodriguez. Diana Rodriguez. Jesus Rodriguez. Jorge Nathaniel Rodriguez. Oli Michael David Rodriguez. Jaylene Rodriguez Dominguez. Kevin Rodriguez Lopez. Gardenia Rodriguez Morales. Oscar Antonio Rodriguez Sandoval. Oliver William Rogers. Alexia Caitlin Rolfs. Christian James Rolfson. Brandon Ronald. Wendy Susana Ronces. Juan Bautista Roque. Crystal Rosales. Preston Lawrence Rounds. Taryn Rao. Lacey Ann Rude. Johnjo Blake Russell. Jose Sáenz Gomino. Jonathan Bautista Salazar. Cesar Alejandro Salazar. Leslie Natalie Salazar. Silverio Salazar Velasquez. Andrés Salinas. Samuel Salinas. Christian Sanchez. Evan Ignacio Sanchez. Guadalupe Aliciador Sanchez. Jose de Jesus Sanchez.
Shout out Matt and Antonio! Shout out Matt and Antonio!
Juan Martin Sanchez. Mixila Martinez Sanchez. Joanna Teresa Sanchez Avila. Danielle Chimay Pascual. Giovanni Marcel Santamaria. Milan Vergara Santos. Joshua Thomas Sargent. Caleb Reese Sargent. Emily Sarinana. Malachi Gabriel Saunders. Juliana Colette Shue. Abigail Noel Schutza. Sydney Lee Schwem. Olivia Marie Scimbaro. Angelino Ceferino. Daniele Giselle Serrano Navarro. Timothy Joseph Shear. Mikola Shepetko. Hayden Michael Sheridan. Joy Pearl Shields.
Jonathan Conrad Sigmund. Cassandra Ilia Silva. Paramveer Singh. Crystalline Sison. Daniel Sizemore. Justin Cole Smith. Jared Michael Smith. Owen David Smith. Marco Antonio Solis. Carmen Soto. Mariana Nayeli Soto. Jonathan Eduardo Soto Garcia. Liam Byard Spittler. Justin Matthew Spute. Ireland Rose Sproul. Tyler Scott Steinbach. Alistar Anwar Stewart Peters. Melissa Ann Still. Edwin Nicole Subias Marquez. Morgan Marie Summers. Emma Patricia Sundance. Isaac Christian Sustaita. Kayla Elaine Z. Daryl Ray Taylor. Jose Telix Silverio. Bailey Ann Teserick. Matthew David Thibodeau. Lillian Aspen Thompson. Maxwell Oliver Gary Tobiasen. Christian Manuel Torres. Maria Delia Trevino. Natalie Jane Trevino. Fatima Trujillo Martinez. Elizabeth Reina Urena. Venice Faye Inocencio Valenzuela. Edith Valerio Vargas. Brock Anthony Van Waveren. Fernando Daniel Vargas. Ty Damian Vargas. Julissa Vasquez Morales. Angel Vega. Erica Vela. Erika Velasquez. Yvonne Velasquez. Emiliano Victoria Reyes. Alejandro Joel Arce Villalobos. Shaylee Marie Viston. Jared Jaden Scott Walker. Caitlin Marie Washburn. Bailey Marie Wells. Alexander David West. Nathaniel Patrick Wheeler. Emily Ann White. Caitlin Elizabeth Wilcomb. Ethan James Willard. Caitlin Ray Williams. Dane Alexander Williams. Tristan Lee Willis. Finn Alden Wilson. Madeline June Woods. Carolyn Wright. Jeff Wyatt Jr. Ben Yu. Eliana Montserrat Youngsman. Connor Christian Chasm. Kai Thomas Matthews. Get ready to let loose. Last but not least, we have Haley Jo Snyder.
Thank you for giving me back my marbles. At this time, I'd like to invite Olivia Scumbato to the stage for our closing remarks.
Teachers, staff, and families, before we send you out of the ceremony, on behalf of the senior class of 2019, I would like to thank all of you for all that you have done for us these past 4 years. It has been your words and guidance that have encouraged us to achieve our dreams. So thank you for being here for us as we take our next steps towards our future as we graduate. In the years to come, we will look back fondly on all of you who guided us through this roller coaster that we called high school. Teachers, you are now dismissed. Families, please remain seated. The graduates will meet everyone in the courtyard shortly. And now, it is time for the end of the ceremony. With the turn of the tassel, we take that final symbolic step into adulthood, and we complete the transition from student to graduate. Seniors, please rise. To the left. 1, 2, 3. Ladies and gentlemen, it is my honor to present to you the graduates of 2019. Go for it. Seniors, to the courtyard behind you like we practiced. Families, that way would be best. Families, this side is closed until the seniors are out. I love that. I love the spike song. So families can go this way until seniors exit, then you can go that way. So it'll be about 1.5 minutes on this door will be closed. I can go do that. So families, this door is closed until the seniors are out. So give them just another minute. Otherwise, we can't get them out this side. So if you could just wait 1 more minute. Good job, Riverside. You nailed it. Speech was perfect. Perfect words, perfect length. I would not
much. I know it's difficult. We want to hug them so badly. Good job, Mr. Bernal. Look at that, Mr. Bernal. Let's go, seniors. We want to see you outside.